Hey, what's up? This is Freed's first time. My name is Freed. This is a channel where we talk about certain whiskeys, give them a score, and then pair it with music. If that sounds like something that you dig, please consider subscribing or give me a thumbs up. Both of those, or either, would make me very happy. So, today I have another sample from my good friend Hill from the What We Drinkin' YouTube channel. I'll link to their channels down in the description. If you haven't checked them out, please do. He sent me some samples, and this one I'm finally getting to, and I'm very excited about it. So this is basically going back to the channel's namesake, where I just try a whiskey for the first time on camera. I don't really know a whole lot about this whiskey as far as the flavor profile goes. I read up some information on it just so I can, be a talking head on YouTube and give you a little bit of information. So, sorry, this whiskey is the Redwood Empire Haystack Needle Double Barrel, 12-year-old. So it's basically just MGP bourbon. And I think the mash bill, I have it written down, 75% corn, 21% rye, and 4% malted barley. So it's 12-year-old MGP that they finished for 3 months in cabernet sauvignon barrels. Cask strength, single barrel. It's 55% ABV. And run it at about $110. That's a lot for a bottle of whiskey. That is a lot. So again, Hill, thanks, man. Thank you for that. So, as I said before, I did check out some stats and information on this, but I deliberately avoided all of the nosing and tasting notes because I wanted to go into this completely blind. This, I can't say distillery, but this company, this distribution company, was all over the place last year on YouTube, and I didn't pay much attention to it because I knew I wouldn't be able to get it over here in China, so I kind of just ignored them. But now I have a chance to give it a go, and I'm pretty excited about it, if you can't tell. So, without waiting any longer, I'm gonna put this in a glass. All right, coolio. I think I got some on my hands. That's a good thing. I smell it already. It's just wood. It's always just wood when I do that. Right on. So, I gave you all the stats on this. Let's just hop on into it, trying the Redwood Empire for the first time. I might as well tell you while we're waiting for this to kind of come into its own, give you the rundown of my scoring system, my newly established scoring system. It's out of 50. So the color gets 5 points, the nose, the palate, and the finish, they all get 15 points for a grand total of 50. So there's that. So hopefully this thing is ready to roll, and I have some water here just in case. Ooh. The first thing that got me was a little bit of a rye vibe, but that went away really quick, and now it's just cola, like a bit of a cherry cola. It's a little darker than I'm used to seeing on bourbon. I'm predominantly a Scotch drinker. So, as far as the color goes, that's nice and dark. I'm not seeing any, like, a red or tawny tinge to it. Maybe a glint, but nothing too big when it comes to the color that cab barrel imparted on the juice. That smells really good. Nice and sweet. I'm getting a bit of a tannic vibe, not like a barrel tannin, but like a grape tannin. Like a dry spice. Dude, that smells really good. I can sit and smell something for hours and not even taste it. Which I actually heard a really cool story from, who was that? The Saw Leg Whiskey Reviews. Renee, he's great. If you haven't checked his channel out, please do. He told me a story, told a story about how when Johnny Depp was kind of going through a dry spell where he didn't want to drink so much, he would go to a bar and just order a glass of the Lagavulin 16 and just carry it around with him just so he could smell it. That sounds like something I would do. And it's a cool story. I like little anecdotes like that. Now I'm getting more of that candied rye. I love how it shifts. It doesn't just be like, okay, here it is. It doesn't do that. It kind of just shifts and ebbs and flows and never just gives you one thing. Keeps you going back. Yeah, a lot of that cola vibe. Almost Dr. Pepper, like a flavored cola. Nice, man. Well, only one thing left to do. Gambe. It's spicy. It's woody. It's not that hot. The alcohol is perfect for me. But I am going to put some water in it just to see what it does. Man, it's a bit short. That's a shame. It's gone. Well, it's not gone. I'm still getting a bit of a dryness and kind of like a mapley vibe on my tongue. But as far as having a pronounced finish, it doesn't. I'm going to have to definitely give it another go. Soda vibe carries over. Kind of like a hay, grassy note. Dryness from probably the red wine, because Cab is a very dry wine. A little bit of fruitiness, but kind of like a dry fruitiness. It's not really that sweet, as the nose would indicate. Right on. That's good. I will be honest with you, I am mildly disappointed. I'm sorry. I don't know if I was expecting more. I didn't really have much of an expectation, really. I just, their label art is so cool, and I wanted everything just to be just beautifully done. And it is, and it's just, it kind of fell flat there at the end. The nose is great, the palate is so-so, and the finish is just almost non-existent. For something of that ABV, I would expect something a little longer. All right, well, I'm gonna put some water in this. And then I'm gonna go and put some headphones in and just run through a bunch of songs and try to find something that pairs well with this. So, through the magic of editing. All right, mission accomplished. Score given, song found. First, with the score. Now, I did get to sit with it and let it, open up and become its true self. And it got better. It did get better. The finish still just kind of stayed the way I described it before. So that is the lowest part of the score. The color, I'm giving it a 5, because I did actually, once I got it into some proper light and put it up against something white, I did see a much more substantial like a tawny redness glint going through it all, which was really cool. So that got a 5, obviously. The nose was my, surprise, surprise, my favorite part of the entire experience. And I think I gave that one an 11. Yeah, the palate, I gave it 10. It was good. I got a lot of, after putting in some water, I got a lot of it was super dry, dude. Like really dry. And which I enjoyed. And I got a lot of tobacco and chocolatey notes as well, which was pretty unexpected and pretty great. I enjoyed it. So I gave the palate a 10, and the finish I gave it a 9, so a grand total of 35 out of 50. Yeah, I know I expressed my disappointment before, and I still not disappointed. I guess I was hoping for more. I don't know. I should have gone in a little bit more just open-minded and clean slate, but I think I kind of put this thing on a pedestal because of, I guess I am a sucker. When I see a high price tag, I think, oh shit, must be amazing. Anyways, the song is Little Black Submarine by the Black Keys.
Oh, can it be? The voices calling me, they get lost and out of time.
Which I was a bit apprehensive because I heard those guys are assholes. And I'm the type of person that doesn't like a musician or an artist if I hear they're an asshole in real life. But that song and even that album, El Camino, is undeniable. It's a fantastic album if you haven't listened to it yet. The whole thing's great. But that song was pretty good. It matches this whiskey pretty well in my opinion. It starts off kind of slow and brooding and haunting and melodic. which I equate to being the nose, and then kind of halfway through, the rock band actually starts to kick in, which I equate to the palate, and then it kind of just stops, which is the finish. So that's basically it. So a link to that song will be down there in the description. So if you want to test me on it and see if that song does match that whiskey, have at it. Let me know what you think, please. So yeah, that was it. The Redwood Empire Haystack Needle Double Barrel 12-year-old cab finished bourbon. So again, Hill, thanks, man. I appreciate it a lot, and I hope we can do a collab again sometime soon. And yeah, that's it for me. So if you don't mind, please give me a thumbs up or consider subscribing. That would be wonderful, and we will see you on the next one.